everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Haley. Today's video is going to be all about Disney trip planning and sharing our itinerary for our upcoming Disney trip. I really enjoy watching these videos and seeing how other people plan their Disney trips. So I figured since we are leaving tomorrow afternoon to go to Walt Disney World, I would share with you our trip itinerary and some of the things that we like to do while we're on long Disney vacations. You'll also have to excuse my hair. I can't get it right today, and I also just trimmed my bangs because I didn't have time to go to the hair salon because we leave tomorrow. And so I did it myself and I don't think I like it, so just ignore my hair while we talk about Disney. We are going to Disney World for a 9-day vacation. We are going for my 24th birthday. My birthday will be at the end of our vacation, so right before we leave, I'll be celebrating my birthday. It'll be me, my husband, both of my parents, and then for 2 days, my brother-in-law will be joining us. He hasn't been to Disney in a long time, so I think it'll be really fun for all of us to get to show him like what we like to do, what's fun, what's new since he's been there last. We have a lot planned, so let's go ahead and jump into our Disney trip itinerary. So what I like to do for all of my Disney trips is map out the itinerary in my notes section of my phone. Even though we use the Disney Experience app or whatever it's called, I still like to be able to visualize it the way that it makes sense to me without having to go to a bunch of different tabs. So I'm going to pop up on the screen every single day and how I have it organized. So we'll go through lightning lanes, dining reservations, and what parks we're doing or what resort days are going to be mixed in. Oh, and if I haven't mentioned, this video is going to be a part of a little Disney mini series that I'm going to try and do on my channel. I really enjoy watching Disney vlogs as well. So the goal for this trip is to vlog every day or most of the days that we're gonna be in Disney. So that way I can post it on YouTube and you guys can join in on the fun and see what all we're up to. This is going to be the very first video in that series. The next video that you'll see after this one will be a week of prep video and prepping for a long trip. So you don't want to miss that one, so make sure you subscribe so you can keep up with all the Disney magic. I don't think that I'm a Disney vlogger, but I love watching people that are, and I'm gonna try it myself and see what happens. I don't know. Like I said, I have everything planned out in my phone right here. So I'm gonna put all of this in screenshots up on the screen so that way you can see everything. And yeah, okay, let's go ahead and get started with walking through our itinerary. Tomorrow is our travel day. We are flying down to Orlando around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So we'll be there within an hour and a half. So definitely not a long travel day at all. Once we make it to Orlando, we are going to be staying at the Polynesian Resort. This is my favorite resort for a lot of reasons, and it has quickly become my family's favorite resort. Whenever we go to Disney, we don't even think twice about where we're gonna stay because we know we wanna be at the Polynesian for as long as possible. The amenities are the best on Disney property, in my opinion. Of course, you have the Grand Floridian close by, so if you want to use their amenities, you can. They have 3 different pools, I believe, and now they have the Island Tower side that also has some things that all of the guests can use. We are going to be staying in the buildings that are named after different islands. We've even special requested a specific room in the Fiji building. It's a room that we stayed in the last time that we did a long vacation like this. So hopefully we'll get it. We'll find out tomorrow. We're gonna do a check-in in person with the hope that we will have our requested room reservation available, and also we still need to add my brother-in-law to our room so he can get in. Then we're gonna check in and see our room. I'll do a little room tour for you guys before we get fully settled into the room so you can see it and see what it looks like if you've never been. Then after we check in and put our luggage away, we're going to get freshened up for dinner and explore the resort for a little bit. Even though we've been there so many times, it's always nice to go back and walk around. It's peaceful, it's pretty. Then we are gonna go to Trader Sam's Grotto for dinner, and that is the one that's inside of that hallway in the lobby area, kind of like on your way to the lobby. Right now there is construction outside at Trader Sam's, and I've heard that it's still closed. Then after dinner, hopefully we'll be able to get outside to watch the Magic Kingdom fireworks. I think those start around 9 o'clock. And then we're gonna go buy our resort mugs, so that way we can fill them up every night and have something with us in the room, maybe go get a few snacks, and then head up to our room to get ready for bed, because on the next day we have a full resort day. So day 2, we are starting out our morning at 8:35 at Kona Cafe. Kona is a restaurant upstairs. It's not a quick service, so I guess it's sit down, but I don't really know where it falls in terms of like quick service, like a sit down regular type of meal, and then your big dinner reservations like Ohana, Beauty and the Beast, things like that. Then we're gonna have a full pool and resort day. So we'll do lunch at the pool, hang out there all day long. If we need to go inside our room that we've requested, we can see it from the pool. So it's gonna be a nice, easy walk if we wanna go cool off inside and just spend the entire day swimming, tanning, eating, having a good time at the resort, which is also nice to do that on our first day. We've never done it like this, but it'll kind of help us get recharged. So that way when we do a park day the next day, we'll be nice and energized, and we'll feel like we have started out slow on the trip, which in my head makes me feel like it'll help feel like the trip's longer. It's a very long trip to begin with, but like your day won't go by so fast because you'll just be hanging out and relaxing and doing nothing. So on the resort and pool day, which will technically be day 2, that's how I have it marked, this will also be the day that my brother-in-law joins us. So he's gonna drive to Orlando and hang out with us. He'll be staying in our room, and then we'll get ready to go to dinner. We are gonna take the bus from the Polynesian over to Disney Springs so we can do a little bit of shopping, and then we also have 6:45 reservations for T-Rex. If you don't know what T-Rex is, it's basically this dinosaur-themed restaurant. You just have to look it up. It's not my favorite place to go, but my dad and my husband like it, and we think my brother-in-law will also appreciate it. So we're gonna go there, and then we'll take the bus back to our resort, hopefully in time to see the Magic Kingdom fireworks. And then I want to grab some snacks, fill up our resort mugs, and then head upstairs to get ready for bed, because the next day we have a very big day. It's going to be jam-packed. Day 3, we are starting out bright and early, 8 a.m., 8:20 a.m. I guess, at the Crystal Palace, which means we'll probably be getting to Magic Kingdom at 8 a.m. So we're gonna do breakfast at Crystal Palace, which is this Winnie the Pooh themed buffet restaurant. And it's super cute, and I'm very excited to do that and also get some pictures in front of the castle before all of the crowds rush in. So that way you kind of look like you have an empty park in your pictures. Then I have the start times for all of our lightning lanes. Obviously your lightning lanes, you get an hour of window time to scan in for them. So these times look like they're very tight together, but I promise they're not. At 9:20, our lightning lane for Tron starts. So we're gonna hop over there and do Tron right after eating a big breakfast. Probably not the best decision, but it'll be okay, we'll be fine. Then at 10:20, we have lightning lanes for Haunted Mansion. Then we'll jump over to Big Thunder Mountain at 11:35, and it's the newly renovated Big Thunder Mountain. And then we have Pirates of the Caribbean at 12:35, and I'm super excited to ride that also. I love that ride because, I don't know, it feels very nostalgic and fun, and nothing's changed about it really for as long as I can remember riding it. So that'll be kind of nice to get on and have a break from the heat also. Then we are either going to park hop and book more lightning lanes, or we're gonna take a midday break and go to the pool. My vote is always a pool midday break, but because my brother-in-law will only be here for like a day and a half, like Monday on day 3 will be a full day for him. We're gonna leave it up to him. He can tell us if he wants to go to another park, if there's a specific place that he wants to see or a certain ride he wants to get on. We'll go wherever because we have more days than him and more opportunity, and so we're gonna let him pick. and I just put midday pool break because that's what I want to do, but we'll leave it up to him. Then after we're done doing whatever our afternoon looks like, we're gonna go back and get ready for dinner because we have 8 o'clock reservations at Ohana, which if you've never been to Ohana, you're missing out a lot because they bring out what feels like bottomless plates of food. It's all Hawaiian themed. It's so, so good. Like from the bread to the dessert, all of it's so good. So I'm very excited because we haven't eaten there as a family all together in a long time. So I'm really looking forward to that. And then at 9 o'clock, we'll probably be able to see the fireworks from the restaurant. So that'll be nice because they pipe in the music. And then we're gonna get snacks, maybe, if we're even hungry at that point, because we're gonna be eating a lot that night. We'll fill up our resort mugs and then head back to our room because the next day we also have a bit of an early morning and a full park day. So at 8:15, we're gonna go over to the Grand Floridian Cafe for breakfast. This is on day 4. And then my brother-in-law will have to leave, so he'll have breakfast with us and then he'll go. And we are going to, the rest of us, my husband and my parents and I, we are gonna go over to Animal Kingdom because we have 9:40 reservations for safari. And anytime someone's asking for tips, I always say do safari first thing in the morning so that way you can see the animals right when they wake up, right after they've had their breakfast, and they're energized and ready to walk around, so you can see more animals and sometimes even close up, like you can see them. So that's kind of fun. That's my biggest tip. Then at 10:40, we have lightning lanes for Navi River Journey. So we're gonna pop over to Pandora to do that. Then right after that, we will have 11:25 lightning lanes for Flight of Passage. Then at 12:25, we have Expedition Everest. And then I think this day we really will take a pool day in the middle, or pool day, a midday pool break, just so that way we can take a second to recharge and cool down because it's gonna be so hot. If you've never been to Disney in July, you really have to brace yourself for it. And then we have 7 p.m. reservations at Beak and Barrel. If you don't know what that is, it is a Pirates of the Caribbean themed lounge is how I'll describe it. I think you can get finger food there, not full-on meals or anything, just like shareables for the table. I think it's very limited. And then you can get themed drinks, and the whole like restaurant or lounge is themed. Different things happen like while you're eating or while you're like hanging out. I don't even know how to describe it. Then we will watch Happily Ever After from the Magic Kingdom. So we'll watch it like technically in person this time from Main Street. Probably do a little bit of shopping down Main Street. I love to go into the Emporium, and I want to get a bucket of popcorn. That's my goal. I want to get a bucket of popcorn with chocolate drizzle and M&M's candy on top. Like I want the whole thing. So that's my goal for that night. Okay, I just ate dinner, sorry. I took a break because my husband came home. Obviously, you saw him. Christian brought home dinner. And so I stopped for a second to eat dinner. I think I finished off day 4. I can't really remember, but that's fine. We'll roll right into day 5. We are going to be able to sleep in a little bit. At least my mom and I will. My dad and Christian have a tea time at like 6:45, 6:50 in the morning or something. They're gonna go play golf in the morning, and then my mom and I are gonna sleep in and have a slow morning, and then she and I will probably go get breakfast somewhere together, but we haven't really decided where. This will be one of our resort days, so we'll have lots of downtime and not a super strict schedule. We might end up at the Grand Floridian just to look around, go to the shops there, maybe eat there. Not really sure. This day has very loose plans, so not too much going on. And then in the evening, we will take a bus to Disney Springs because we have 6:30 reservations at the Boathouse for dinner, which is one of my favorite places to eat at Disney Springs. We ate there like 2 or 3 years ago, and I don't know if you can hear The Office in the background, but I'm gonna need to go turn that TV down. Oh yeah, so the Boathouse is one of my favorite places to eat at Disney Springs. They have really good rolls, like better than Texas Roadhouse. So we're gonna go eat dinner there, walk around, shop some more, probably get a sweet treat or something while we're there, and then head back to the Polynesian to get ready for bed, because on day 6 we have another park day. We're gonna start the day off at 8:45, so not super early, but we're gonna have breakfast at Kona Cafe. And then after that, we will go over to Epcot, so we'll take the monorail, because at 10:05 we have a lightning lane for Living with the Land. And then at 11:05 we have Test Track, which I'm super excited about. I've only ridden it with like the new style, like the theme is still the same, but like the ride's a little bit different now. We did that back in December of last year, so it'll be fun to ride it again. And my dad also hasn't seen it in its renovated state. I really don't know what to call it, but he hasn't seen it since it was old Test Track. Then at 11:45 we have Soarin' Across America, which is the new Soarin' theme for America 250. So that's what we're gonna do in the afternoon. And then right after that we have a 12:45 for Guardians of the Galaxy. And then we'll probably end up having lunch at Connections Cafe, because they have a chicken sandwich there that I think about all the time. And so I'm really hoping that we can do that after Guardians, have lunch, and then go back to the resort and have some pool time and relax a little bit. Then we're gonna go back to Epcot for dinner, and I'm not really sure what we'll do, probably in one of the countries or just snack around the world. And then at 5:15 we have reservations at Geo 82, and if you don't know what that is, it's a new-ish lounge. I think it opened at the end of last year. It's basically a lounge where you can get small bites, like shareables, and then some themed like cocktails and stuff like that. And so it's super fun. You can see a really good view of Epcot from there. So we'll do that at 5:15. Then we'll take the monorail back and go to the Polynesian and hang out for a little bit, and then fill up our resort mugs and get ready for bed. Then we have day 7 starting at 9:05 in the morning with Grand Floridian Cafe. So that'll be our second time on the trip eating at the Grand Floridian for breakfast. Then we're gonna take a bus over to Hollywood Studios, because we have 10 a.m. lightning lanes for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. And after that at 11 a.m. we have lightning lanes for Toy Story Mania. And then after Toy Story, we'll do Rise of the Resistance at 12 o'clock. And then we have lunch reservations at the 50s Primetime Cafe, which is pretty much a 50s themed restaurant. And my dad loves it because it's 50s themed. So we'll have lunch there. We've eaten there before and I thought it was pretty good. Then at 2:30, we'll have the Frozen sing-along show. So it'll be a nice hour of sitting in the AC and maybe taking a nap or just relaxing while we've just finished eating lunch. So then after that, we will either park hop to other parks and do other things, or we'll go back to the resort and have some pool afternoon time and hang out. Then we'll get ready for bed. We don't have any evening plans as of right now, so we'll just kind of feel it out and see what we end up doing that night and get ready for bed, because the next day, day 8, is my 24th birthday. So my mom got a 9:15 Kona Cafe breakfast reservation, which is nice because then we're not going to be rushing and I can sleep in a little bit on my birthday and go have breakfast somewhere that we all really like. And then we'll have a Magic Kingdom morning, so that way I can go get like pictures and things like that on Main Street, do a little bit of shopping. We haven't booked any lightning lanes for this day because that's going to be on a Saturday and we have no solid plans outside of what I've already written down, because we just kind of want to feel it out, see if there's any rides that we weren't able to get to or parks that we want to go to. We do have park passes for that day, but they're park hoppers, so we'll be able to kind of do whatever we want. And then after the Magic Kingdom, we have 12 o'clock lunch reservations at the Cake Bake restaurant, and that is at the Boardwalk. It's kind of near Epcot. If you've never been to Cake Bake, it is this pink, glittery, cute type of restaurant. I don't really know how to explain it. We've done breakfast there, and now we're gonna try lunch there. I'm hoping to get a birthday cake with the little candle and then the pixie dust in your hand, so you blow it out and pixie dust goes everywhere. I'm really hoping to do that. Then after lunch, we'll either go to another park or we'll swim and hang out at the resort and just relax, with it being our last day. And then we'll probably do a park in the evening once the sun kind of sets and things cool down. And then we'll come back and start to pack up and get our room organized, because the next morning we're gonna have to check out a little bit early. We have a 9:30 reservations at the Grand Floridian for 1900 Park Fair. That's another buffet that's themed with characters. So we'll do that, and that's at 9:30. And then we'll probably just put our bags with the bellhop, so that way we can walk around, shop, go to Disney Springs, do whatever we want, and not have to worry about our bags. And then our flight home is at 3:32, so about the same time that our flight is tomorrow. So we'll probably get to the airport around 1, just because MCO is crazy crowded a majority of the time. So we don't want to be stuck at TSA or anything like that. And yeah, that's about it for all 9 days. That's our whole plan. So very full. We have a lot of things to do, but I think it'll be fun. Now that we're done with the itineraries and you know pretty much all of the details, I wanted to go through a Disney must-do list. If you remember taking buses from the airport to your resorts, they would, like back when Disney used to have their own buses, they would show those videos of the must-do Disney or whatever. And now I think you can watch it on the resort TV, but they don't do the buses anymore. But anyways, it's not the same that it used to be. It's changed a little bit. So I figured I would make my own must-do Disney list and then share that with you guys. First thing that I wanted to do is get the coffee at the Cake Bake restaurant. We are going there for lunch, obviously, but they do have a walk-up side where you can get, I'll put a picture of it somewhere. I got it on our last trip. It's an iced coffee with pink cold foam on top, or some sort of like whipped cream or something. And then they put glitter and pearls on top. And it's actually a really good latte. I think it's white chocolate, but I can't fully remember. A lot of this on my list, for whatever reason, is like food and drink related. So there's some things that aren't, but most of it is. And then my mom and I want to get beignets from Port Orleans. I've heard that you can get them in the Magic Kingdom, but I've also heard that they're not as good. So you have to go to Port Orleans, which we've done before. So we want to do that again. And then I've recently found out Epcot has frozen espresso martinis in the Mexico Pavilion. So I might have to go find those. Then like I said, I want to do a chicken sandwich from Connections. That's like my goal every time we go to Epcot, is to eat a chicken sandwich from Connections Cafe. I don't know why, but it's really good, especially because they have like a zesty sauce, I think is what they call it, that you can put on it, and it's very good. I want to go to Casey's Corner because I want to get a Coke, and then I also want to get a hot dog, I think. So that might be one of our lunches when we don't have a reservation or anything. And then popcorn from Main Street. I'll put a picture of what I want. I found a picture of it on Pinterest, and I've never gotten popcorn. My mom has, but I've never gotten popcorn in the like, what's it called? Like the candy shop down at the end of Main Street. So I want to get like this specific type of popcorn with the chocolate drizzle and all the sweet stuff on top on our way out one night. I also want to be able to watch some parades in Magic Kingdom. We obviously are going to watch the new parade at nighttime. I forget what it's called. It's like is it called a Starlight Parade or something? Where everything's glowing and like Peter Pan and Wendy fly. I don't know. We're obviously going to watch that one because it's new and we've never seen it. But I just want to like stop and watch some of the daytime parades that are short and quick, because I feel like we never watch those. So I don't know. And then I want to go to the Enchanted Rose at the Grand Floridian. I've been there one other time, so I want to go again. It's really pretty, Beauty and the Beast kind of themed. It's not like heavy Beauty and the Beast, but it is Enchanted Rose, named after the rose in the movie. Then something that my mom and I have, like, it's top, I really should have it at the top of the list, but it's like one of the first things that we're gonna do when we get there is go get the fake Birkin bags from Epcot. We keep talking about that and reminding each other, so that is our purchase goal of this trip. The fake Birkin bags, if you haven't seen them, I think they're in the France Pavilion, but they have them like in a bunch of different colors and sizes, and so they were popular on TikTok at one point. I don't know if they still are, but we want one. I want to go to Beaches and Cream, which is at the boardwalk, and I guess it's at the beach club. We've been there one other time, and the ice cream is so good there, so I feel like that would be a fun thing to go get and then walk around. And then I want to go get another little words project bracelet. I already have one. This is what it looks like, and my mom has a matching one, so I want to go get our second little words project bracelet. I think we'll get those in Disney Springs. I want to get a Christmas ornament for our tree. I get one every trip that we go on, like a little customized one with the date, like the year on it for our trip. So I want to get one of those. And then of course Joffrey's coffee. That's always also very high on my list. Every time I see a Joffrey's, I want to go get Joffrey's coffee because we can't get it here. So okay, I think that's all that I have for our itinerary and planning video. Like I said, this is going to be the first one of what I think is going to be a Disney mini-series. So the next video that you'll see will be either the Pack With Me video or a prep week video for our trip, because I'm vlogging this week. So I'll show you everything in that video, like what I'm buying at Target and how I prep for trips and things like that. And then I also have my packing video. So that's about it for our trip. We leave tomorrow and we're all very excited. We've had our countdown going since January, so we've been looking forward to it. And I hope you subscribe and stick around for the next Disney videos that are coming. I think it'll be fun. I've never done this before, so we'll see how it turns out. I have no idea, but yeah. So don't forget to subscribe, and then you can find me on Instagram, TikTok, and LTK because I recently became an LTK creator. So every outfit that I wear in Disney, I'll have it tagged over there. And then in my Pack With Me video, I'll also tag a few things down below that you might want for your upcoming trip. And then if you're also planning a Disney trip right now, I hope you got some ideas from our itinerary. We do this a lot because we choose Disney to vacation all the time. So it's always fun putting together a plan and then now sharing it with people. So I hope you enjoyed today's video and are looking forward to the upcoming Disney videos. I think it'll be a lot of fun. I think it'll be a learning curve, but I think it will be fun. So don't forget to subscribe and don't miss out on the magic on my YouTube channel that's coming. Hopefully it'll be good. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.